Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into One Monkey Garage. My name is Dylan, and this is going to be the first episode in a series of episodes on a 1976 Corvette Stingray that I am currently doing a frame-off restoration on. Every nut and bolt is currently out of this vehicle. In this video, I'm gonna go ahead and catch y'all up to date on everything that's been done so far, as I am fairly far into this restoration. The body and frame are separated, it's fully torn apart, the engine has been completely torn down. So I just wanted to catch y'all up and get you, like I said, caught up to where I'm at currently. And then from here on forward, I'll be going ahead and keeping you updated on a weekly basis. I'm hoping I can get 2 videos out a week on this restoration to kind of show you where I'm at, what's going on. And without further ado, let me go ahead and show you what I'm working on. Alrighty, so here we have the current restoration project that we're doing. I say we, I mean me and my father. He does help me quite a lot on these. This is a 76 Corvette Stingray. It is considered the rubber bumper year. It means it has a urethane front and rear bumper. And as you can tell, we are currently in a frame-off restoration. I'm actually probably about, I don't know, maybe halfway through. I'm being generous there. As you can tell, we are decent way in there. We have the body removed from the frame, completely torn down, as you can see. There's just a few things left in here that need to be taken out. The only thing left on this body is the wiper blades, arms, a few miscellaneous brackets on the firewall, as well as the front glass, which will be staying in and taping around just due to the nature of how the paint job is going to be done and everything. None of this right here will be seen, so I can do an easy tape line right there and not have to worry about that glass, as I am not a glass guy. I've tried it before and it doesn't work out that well for me, but that is where I'm currently at. Hopefully y'all can see all this. This is the actual frame. It has already been taken care of, repainted, stripped down and repainted. We actually got fortunate and we were able to reuse all of the hard lines besides a couple of them. They were actually in really good condition. You know, blew them out, made sure there were no holes, nothing in it that was going to cause us an issue in the future. Kind of hard to see, you know, do have new shocks. This shows it the best. All new bushings, in the entire frame. Everything that has to do with the suspension has been replaced, bar the upper and lower ball joints. Those were not replaced, and that was just because we tested them. They were in perfect condition. They took grease without a problem. There was no play in them, and it was just a job we didn't need to do, so we didn't waste our time on it. Rear end was rebuilt, I don't know, probably 10-15 years ago, and then the car was parked. I only know that because my father did it. My father has owned this vehicle for about 25 years. It's been off the road for about 15, as I said. As you can tell, I'm currently in the most exciting phase of the entire restoration, the sanding phase. If you couldn't tell there, people, I was being sarcastic. I absolutely hate sanding. This is probably my least favorite thing to do in a restoration. And I say that because it just goes on forever. The saying me and my dad have, if you think you're done sanding, just keep sanding. Because that's how it feels. It just keeps going and keeps going. So here and here, as well as there, you can see in the corners right there, it's on both sides. You know, I already took care of the front clip area, and you can kind of get a better idea right here. So what this is a repair of is a crack in the gel coat. This is a fiberglass car, as most of you probably do know. And when the gel coat cracks, it leaves you can see the crack in the paint and everything, but it's not an actual crack in the fiberglass. And because of that, you're able to come in here with a little Dremel. I have it right here. This tool right here, this Dremel tool right here, it allows you to dig out the crack and to get as much of it out as you can. You know, you want to make sure that there's a decent area for you to actually put some filler into. And then you want to fill it with what I use, Bondo glass. I fill it with that. That's step one. And then as you can see, I sand it all the way flush until you can actually see where it's at. Then we come over it with as in regular automotive Bondo, and then that allows you to feather it out so that there's no imperfections. That if you dug into the fiberglass just a little bit, you can get it all smooth for that final paint work. That should kind of catch y'all up to where I'm at in the restoration process, and I will be taking y'all along on the steps to come and what is involved in each one. Kind of the goal of this series is show y'all what goes on in a frame off restoration, but to also show y'all that I might be thinking about doing this. It's not as intimidating as you think it is. It's a lot of time. If it's your first one, it's going to be a lot of trial and error and a learning curve, as my first one was for me. If you're willing to learn a few tricks and trades, how to sand, how to work on your own car, you know, when I say do everything, I mean do everything, including how to paint and prime and all that fun stuff. It's actually not that bad as long as you're savvy about what you're doing. You're very careful not to break anything, which you do break. You know, it sucks when you do, so the stuff will break, but there are tricks you can do not to break things. It's not as bad as you think. Like I said, this is a 76 Corvette. It is going to be a complete frame off, nut and bolt restoration. We're not going to skimp on things. We're going to do things the right way. And you might, you know, shake your head or laugh or disagree, but this car will be on the road with tires, registered and everything for less than $6,000, and be just about a brand new car. We'll be refurbishing anything and everything we can, rebuilding what we can, and doing everything ourselves. That way we don't have to pay for labor, because labor is what kills you on these restorations. But that's going to do it for this intro to the channel and to the project. Stay tuned, and there will be more to come.